Yo, what's up, guys? Here I am today for another live video. So, I think this guy is playing Hugs EQ, so it's a pretty tough matchup. So, we have to be pretty careful of his fast cycle because you always have to have your Valkyrie in hand to counter his Hugs perfectly. So, his Archer will be pretty annoying as well, so let's rocket the right side and try to defend the other side without using too much elixir. And alright, it wasn't that bad, I guess. Unfortunately, I didn't have enough elixir to activate my King Tower with my Nether, but it's not really that useful in this matchup, so it's alright. So yeah, he also has a cannon, so he can counter perfectly my hog without using too much elixir. So in this matchup, you will have to rocket cycle because you can't break through with your hog, as you'll see later in this match, I think. So yeah, it would be good for me if he tries to go on the same lane because I'll be able to like counter his push and then have a bit of a counter push, even though he has a delivery in his deck. So yeah, I don't think I'll be able to like get damage with something else other than spells. So let's be careful. We only need to like defend perfectly his push because his EQ doesn't deal as much damage as my rocket. So even if he gets like a small lead at the beginning, it doesn't really matter that much because I know that I'll be able to reduce the gap pretty fast. So alright, yeah, let's try to defend on the left lane because it's my weakest tower, but let's not give him too much damage on the right side either. So alright, that was a pretty nice defense. I mean, we can defend pretty easily his pushes because we have quite a lot of splash troops, but alright, let's use the log and the Valkyrie. Alright, he got a bit of damage here. That's unfortunate. He had a pretty good timing with his hug, so well played to him. Let's NATO his queen. Alright, my Valkyrie wasn't able to kill her, but my goblins should be able to. Yeah, we could force an ability here, so it's pretty nice. Let's go with another rocket. If we probably try to go with his hogs, or maybe not. Alright, he probably tried to cycle back to another archer and get a free card cycle, which will help him to cycle his EQs here. So let's try to protect the exit here so that he won't be able to go with his hogs. Alright, he should be able to kill the queen. Nice, let's go with another rocket, and his hogs will be slashed pretty harshly by my exit, so it wasn't that bad even if he got some damage here. Let's try to put on some pressure so that he can just spam randomly at the bridge. Alright, the NATO should be able to kill the cannon, but he goes with another queen here. Alright, so let's try to do the same and protect the XZ. Nice, the queen should die, and since my exit is still on the map, he can go with his hogs. Nice. Alright, I'm only like 2 rockets away from taking his tower, but yeah, I still need to protect my tower, obviously. And nice, I still have 1000 HPs, so I think we should be chilling here. Even if he goes with his hogs, I can just cycle back to another Valk, I think. Nice. Ice Spirit that helps me to freeze every hogs. And I think it should be GG's. Nice. The NATO finish off the tower and we got the dub here. So that was pretty close, but as you can see, the rocket cycle always win. Alright, so the next opponent will be Carl, so he's a really good lava player, so we have to be careful. He's probably playing the Mighty Miner version with like Phoenix, I think. So yeah, it will be a tough matchup here. So alright, he goes with his Mighty Miner straight away, so let's put the Valk in the middle so that even if he uses his ability, he won't be able to get to my tower. Alright, I think I'll cycle my goblins and try to put some pressure on him with my hog on like the other lane. He probably has Skelly Dragons. Yeah, he even used the fireball, so that's pretty expensive for him. So let's Nado on the Phoenix and put the Ice Spirit on the Skelly Dragons. He will get some damage here, but it's fine because I want him to play on the same lane as myself. So yeah, it's good for us actually. So he will go with Mighty Miner the bridge again. Alright. That's like really aggressive, and the Volk will obviously take care of him. He probably try to use the ability, so yeah. Let's use the goblins. He has to use the zap here. Nice. Predict log, maybe, yeah. That's nice for us. He even has to use a phoenix here, so it's pretty nice. I think we can activate the king tower if he doesn't put his loon, and it doesn't look like he will, so let's activate the king tower. That will be pretty useful for the next defenses, so yeah. Alright, so now that he put his lava, let's try to put some pressure on him. He just put his mighty mana, so he won't have enough for his tombstone or anything. So let's, yeah, put a lock here so that we can like reset the damage of the mighty mana. Let's rock it here. Even if he puts his loon, we have the exe, and then the nado will help to defend everything. So we should be fine here, even if he put his zap. Yeah, I think we still have the lead. No, he got the lead, but that's fine, I would say, because even, yeah, if he tried to put some pressure here, I don't think he has like enough to defend perfectly, and Hog will get a hit, and Goblins got a hit too, so that's pretty nice. And his tower is like 2 rockets away from being destroyed, and he's like really aggressive with his spells, so let's try to like take advantage of this and put some pressure with my hog. All right, nice. Let's nado his phoenix, and he shouldn't have enough elixir to like defend my hog, and yeah, he called the GG's, and yeah, the rocket should be enough to take his tower, and we got a dub here again. So as I said, Carl is a really tough opponent, but we still got a win, so that's pretty nice. And the next opponent will be Hades. So he's a great double prince player, and it's a pretty difficult matchup. Honestly, most of the times he wins, but let's try to do our best. So alright, he's pretty aggressive right away because we don't really have decent counters against like all his troops, because like if I use my Valk on his prince, I won't have anything to defend his giant, because he also has a rose in his deck, so he can take care of my goblins pretty easily, and my exe is definitely not enough to defend a wall push. So yeah, he probably tried to deny the king tower activation on the left, so let's just rocket this, but that cost like quite a lot of elixir. So let's put the ice spirit here, and the goblins, he might try to like predict with his arrows. Let's hope that he doesn't, and it looks like he won't for now. Alright, so I cannot really go with my hog here, so he will go with his miner. Alright, I think I just wait before I'm full in elixir and go with my hog here. Alright, let's see what he puts to defend. He will use his electro, right? So if he doesn't put anything in front, I'll be able to activate my king tower, and it looks like he won't try to deny the king tower activation this time, so that's pretty nice for us, because the king tower is like really useful in this type of matchup. So yeah, I don't know why he didn't try to deny it this time. Maybe he didn't have enough elixir, maybe, I don't really know, but that's pretty good for us. So alright, he put his giant down, so you always have to put the exe on the same lane, and let's rocket his prince plus his tower. That's a pretty nice trade for us. even if the rocket is like one more elixir, but we still got some pretty nice damage on his tower, so that's pretty worth it. So alright, he will be pretty aggressive for now, so let's put the Valky down on the same lane as the prince and put the exit on the same lane as the giant. So I don't know what he's trying to do for now, so let's be careful. Alright, let's play the goblin so that he won't be able to arrows anything. Yeah, he has to arrows like 2 goblins, which is not really that worth it. Alright, the nado here, and he's not trying to like put his miner, so let's try to be aggressive with the exit here, even though he probably has his prince in hand. Yeah, alright, let's put the goblins to protect the exit, and it looks like he won't use his arrows. That was probably a mistake from him, because since the exit is alive, he's able to get like insane value on the board. So I mean, I won't reject this offer from him. So alright, the Valk should be able to do the job, because yeah, since he doesn't have a fireball, my Valk is like pretty much invincible in defense, since he won't put his prince. So let's defend with the Ice Spirit and the exit, and let's try to protect the exit so that he will be able to get insane value again. Yeah, he's putting his mine on the exit right away, but I have a nader, so he won't be able to kill it. And for now, we are doing a pretty good job. He wasn't able to get like any damage since 2 minutes, so I'd say that we are in a pretty good spot. Yeah, he has to put his arrows pretty aggressively, but he still won't be able to get some damage. And let's go with the nado here. Alright, the Valk should be able to kill everything. Nice. And let's defend on the other lane. Alright, let's try to protect the exit. The exit is like the main card in this matchup, so you always have to defend like it's your life. So there's only 10 seconds left in the game, so I think we should be able to get the win. So nice. Alright, I didn't think I would be able to win the game, but we did a pretty good job. He wasn't able to get like any damage, so I think we did a pretty solid job in defense. And the next game will be against Asaf. So alright, Asaf is a really good cycle player, so let's see what he plays here. He has wall breakers and a murder witch, so I don't really know what he's playing. He also has zappies. Alright, that's like really aggressive from him, so we should be able to defend pretty easily. So yeah, he might be playing some mortar deck, so let's go with my hog to see what he plays. He has a fireball as well and a goblin gang. Alright, that looks like some bait deck with some, yeah, I don't really know what to call his deck, but that's pretty weird. Alright, so let's try to not waste my luck here. Let's see what he does, and I will adapt to the situation. And alright, he will go with his miner. That's not really that surprising, and his wall breakers as well. So yeah, the luck is able to do the trick here. So he's just playing like a minor bait deck that like cycles pretty slowly. So alright, the zappies have to be killed here, otherwise they would be pretty annoying. And nice, they were killed here. So let's go with my hog on the same lane to see what he has to counter it. And he has a Skarmy, alright, and he will try to put some pressure on the other lane as well. So the goblin said the tower should be able to kill them. Nice. And he will put his zappies at the bridge. Alright, he's like really aggressive with his deck, so he probably doesn't have any building, otherwise he would probably have played it already, like if it was a mortar or cannon. So he will try to go with the same push again. So yeah, let's not give value to his mother witch, and the hawk should be able to protect the goblins. Nice, and that was a really good nado here, which will force him to play a fireball. And I got a pretty good lead. Let's try to put some pressure right away with my hawk and my valk. And all right, the zappies should be able to defend pretty nicely, but my hog is still able to get some hits, so that puts us in a pretty nice situation. So yeah, the Nader should be able to kill everything. Nice. And even if he gets some damage on the right side, it doesn't really matter that much, since it's like my strongest side. Alright, the hog got a hit again, so I only have to cycle back to another hog or another rocket, and we should be able to win here. Even if his wall breakers connect, it doesn't really matter, because I only have to defend this last push, and we should be able to get a win here. Yeah. Alright, let's Valk everything and put another hog, and I don't think he will be able to stop this, since he doesn't have his Zappies in hand anymore. And nice. The hog is on his tower, and he got the tower, and we got the dub against Asaf. That's pretty nice. Let's go with the last game, and I think it will be the last one, so let's try to win it. So alright, I think this guy is playing some Mega Knight and Prince deck, so let's be careful, because one mistake could cost my tower. So yeah, let's try to play perfectly here. He has a Mighty Miner as well. Alright, so let's put the Exe in the middle, so that even if he uses the ability, he won't be able to get to my tower. Alright, but we are in a pretty bad spot, I would say, because yeah, if he uses his minions here, I will have to like nader on the other side. Alright, that was a pretty good defense. And really, the prince really had the time to charge in like 2 seconds. Alright, I didn't think he would charge on my tower, but that's pretty unfortunate for us. So yeah, right off the bat we are in pretty bad spot, so let's just try to defend the best we can on the right side. Let's go with my hog. Oh, that was a pretty nice timing. I didn't think he would play the Mega Knight at the same time, but the hog will be able to get some hits, and we got the lead here, but he has a pretty big lead in elixir, so we have to pull off a pretty good defense, otherwise we are doomed, I think. So yeah, let's put everything on the Valk and activate the King Tower with my Nado, and I think we did a pretty good job here. Even if he got quite a lot of damage on my King Tower, it doesn't really matter that much. I think we have to pull his Mighty Miner with my hub, because if I used my luck, he would just use his ability, and I wouldn't have enough elixir to defend his Mighty Miner. And alright, I don't know how did we pull off this defense, but that's pretty good for us, I guess. So yeah, now that we are in double elixir, he will start to spam like all his troops, so we have to be really careful. And he also has a witch. Alright, so let's just put the log and the ice spirit to pull everything. Yeah, the Valk here. The prince is on my tower, and he got like a lot of damage on my tower, so that's pretty unfortunate. Let's try to put some pressure on him on the other side. Alright, the hog is not defended, so that's not that bad, I would say, since my left tower is almost like full HP. Let's just try to defend the best we can here. So alright, let's put the goblins and put some pressure with my hog, and the wall breakers should be defended. Oh, that was a like really nice zap from him, but my Hawk got quite a lot of damage on his tower as well, so if we can just defend one last time, we should be able to get the dub. Alright. Well, let's put the Ice Spirit here. The Hawk should be able to get one hit. Nice. Alright, I think we have to defend one last time. Yeah, we have to defend one last time. Alright, the Nader here. Let's put the rocket, and the Log should be able to finish off his tower unless he has his zap, and we got the dub. Alright. Alright, it was like really close. Obviously, I made it close for the content. But yeah, I don't know how did I pull this off, but that was like a really great game. And this game put us to top 8. Alright, that's not that bad, I would say. So I think that was the last game of the video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and put a comment if you liked this video. Take care and goodbye.